A full-grown lion was slipping off a cliff. Only his two back paws were still hanging on, and the only one trying to save him was a golden retriever biting onto a rope with everything he had. The rope pulled tight in his jaw. His paws slid against the rocks. Below them, nothing but a deep canyon. One wrong move, and both would be lost. Stay until the end, because what happened after was not just a rescue. It was proof that friendship can outlast even wild instinct. The story begins in a quiet mountain town in Colorado. Max was a purebred golden retriever, 6 years old. His coat was soft golden, his eyes deep and calm, loyal, gentle. He lived with Walter, a 6-8-year-old retired wildlife veterinarian. The two shared a small wooden cabin near the edge of a wildlife reserve. Max wasn't loud, he wasn't playful, but everyone in town knew. Max had once raised a lion cub, abandoned when its mother was killed. The cub's name was Leo. That spring, the reserve expanded. Some animals were released into the surrounding wilderness, including Leo, now a full-grown male lion. Everyone believed Leo would adapt well. But just 2 days later, rangers received a distress call. A lion had been spotted trapped between two cliffs. He had slipped while fleeing a mountain cougar. Now, he was dangling by his back legs over a rocky ledge, unable to climb back up. The rescue team arrived quickly, but the terrain was worse than expected. The wind was strong. The ledge was narrow. No one dared approach. If the lion panicked, it could bring both itself and a rescuer down. One of the staff said quietly, "He won't let anyone near. He's wild now. He doesn't remember anyone." That's when they saw Max, standing quietly at the tree line. As soon as Leo heard the soft sound of Max's paws, he didn't growl. He didn't move, but his eyes fixed on Max. Steady, not wild. Max walked slowly to the edge. His tail wagged once. He didn't bark. Leo, still clinging to the cliff, kept his eyes locked on Max. There was no fear in them, only something else. Something that looked a lot like recognition. Without command, Max turned back toward the rescue truck. He grabbed a coiled climbing rope in his mouth, dragging it toward the cliff. One end was already anchored. Max brought the other to the edge. The rescue team quickly fastened the rope around Leo's waist. No sudden movements. No shouts. Max braced himself. His jaws tightened. His body pulled low. As the team began to pull, Max held his ground. Dirt slid beneath his paws, but he didn't let go. Slowly, inch by inch, Leo was lifted from the cliff edge. No one said a word. Some had stopped breathing. As Leo landed safely back on solid ground, he turned, and in front of everyone, the lion pressed his massive head into Max's neck. A young ranger cried. She had seen animals rescued before, but never had she seen a bond like this. A lion embracing a dog. Just as everyone thought the danger was over, Leo turned again. He stepped in front of Max, tense. A mountain cougar had returned. It crouched low in the shadows, watching. Max didn't notice, but Leo did. The lion didn't roar. He simply stood still, guarding the dog who had once guarded him. The cougar stared. Then slowly it backed away into the woods. No fight, no sound. Just loyalty. Quiet. Absolute. After that day, Max returned home with Walter. Leo stayed near the cliffs a few days longer, being monitored. But something strange happened. Every morning, at sunrise, Leo would come back. He'd climb the ridge above Walter's cabin. He didn't approach. He didn't make a sound. He just stood there, looking down at the porch, where Max laid in the morning sunday. They say dogs remember their owners, but sometimes they remember even more. They remember the friend who slept beside them when they were small, the one who shared bowls of milk and cold nights by the fire, the one who didn't leave, even when the world said, "You shouldn't care." This wasn't a rescue. It was a reunion, a moment between two souls, reminding us all that family isn't always the one you're born into. Sometimes, it's the one that never let go. But if you think this is the most incredible story of loyalty, you haven't heard about the dog who led rescuers deep into the woods, where a mother bear was shielding a stray puppy with her own body. Don't miss that story, it's right next to this one, and it will change how you see animals forever.